Hey you! Yeah, you! Tired of swatting bugs? Wondering if they're diseased? Thinking about your health? Stay tuned so you can armor yourself against these pesky mosquitoes. Not only will you protect yourself, you'll be protecting those around you. Welcome to Public Health and Mosquito-Borne Illnesses. Here's a little background info. Mosquitoes love living in places where the weather is muggy and tropical, so these diseases affect millions of people every year. Mosquitoes are vectors to a lot of diseases. This means that they themselves don't get sick, but they pass it on to other organisms, mainly humans. These diseases include, but are not limited to, malaria, Zika, chikungunya, and yellow fever. Yeah, I know this looks a bit complicated, but this figure is just explaining the life cycle of the malaria parasite. If an infected mosquito bites you, those pathogens, also known as nasty disease-causing things, get into your bloodstream and can multiply. This makes you feel pretty sick. If a non-infected mosquito bites you now, it picks up the parasite in your blood from the first one, and it too becomes infected, continuing this vicious cycle. So why is this a problem? Mosquito-borne diseases can spread on a large scale very quickly, especially since only a couple bites could make you sick. Also, their life cycle is pretty short, meaning that there's always plenty of females looking for a bite. You may ask, what's been done so far? I'll tell you. Health officials have been distributing bed nets for people to use for a while now. They have teeny tiny holes in them so the mosquitoes can't get in, and they're also treated with insecticide so those who do manage to get in are immediately killed. However, bed nets have their problems too. These nets are uncomfortable to sleep in. The pesticides have their issues too. The pesticide runoff has the potential to affect the local environment, and even worse, mosquitoes are developing resistance to them, so maybe this isn't the end-all be-all. Scientists have also released some genetically modified mosquitoes in certain areas. They change up the male's genes so that they can't reproduce. In theory, this sounds great since the population is going down. But a reduction is only temporary because, as mentioned earlier, mosquitoes breed rather quickly. Plus, this is super expensive, so it's not going to last in the long run. What do we do now? We can take preventative measures. These include cleaning and removing pots or containers with standing water, using bed nets if available, and encouraging others in your community to do the same. Otherwise, it won't work as well. That's the public health bit, thinking about groups of people. There's always the option of developing new insecticides, but until those are out, time to practice your ninja swatting skills. But for real, keep these tips in mind so you won't become a mosquito's next meal. Thanks for watching!